From spine-tingling Bigfoot sightings in the woods to unsettling forest screams and even videos of weird sky phenomena, if you're intrigued by the world of the unexplained, you're in for an extraordinary adventure as we explore each mysterious capture. This video comes from Russia, where a forest ranger was on a routine inspection and stumbled upon something he'll likely never forget. In the video recorded by the ranger, it's a snowy scene, and everything seems peaceful and ordinary at first. The ranger pans the camera around, showing trees blanketed in snow. He continues to walk and film the surroundings, but suddenly he senses the presence of something, as if someone is watching him. Then, he spots a figure lurking and stalking him from behind a tree. This figure is massive and covered in fur. The ranger zooms in on it, revealing a large gorilla-like head covered in black fur. This mysterious creature is just sitting there, observing the forest ranger. Now the question arises, was it just a gorilla, or could it have been the legendary Bigfoot? This video was shared on the Denver Police YouTube channel, and it revolves around a situation where concerned neighbors contacted the police about loud banging noises originating from an abandoned neighbor's house. The police promptly responded to the call and conducted a thorough search of the entire area. However, during this investigation, something truly unusual and unsettling was captured on one officer's body camera. In the footage from the body camera, we can see a police officer using a flashlight to inspect the house. Right from the beginning, the house gave off an eerie feeling, and the officer started noticing shadows moving around the property. As the officer approached the main door, we could observe a humanoid shadow moving in a side window. Additionally, there were distinct tapping sounds and noises coming from inside the abandoned house.
I keep seeing shadows walking by. What the f***?
Faced with these eerie occurrences, the officer quickly retreated to their police cruiser. Inside the vehicle, he explained that it felt like he had encountered something, even though no one else was present.
Oh, I need Jesus. So a little update. I was walking through property. I got to the back, and I felt like something was watching me as I was checking the doors. And as I turned around to walk away, I bumped into something. Except the difference was I didn't see anything there. Ooh, my heart's racing.
His heart was pounding as he sat in the cruiser. It was unquestionably a frightening and unsettling experience for the police officer, as dealing with unknown and unexplained phenomena can be quite unnerving even for the police. Two friends were having an adventure in the forest, riding their four-wheelers and enjoying recording their time in the water. But things took an unexpected turn. In the video, one friend is recording the other as they have fun with their four-wheeler, driving through the water and revving it up. As the four-wheeler goes a bit farther, the friend with the camera follows. That's when they both notice something in the distant trees. There's a large, dark figure moving through the woods. Suddenly, the friend on the four-wheeler also spots this enormous figure and points it out to his buddy. This figure is quite tall, and the two friends even claim to have heard its footsteps from that far away. I'm sure this trip became a truly memorable experience for these friends, and they'll have plenty of campfire stories to share. This video comes from India, and when you watch it, it appears like something straight out of a nightmare. The homeowner recorded this video when he heard strange noises coming from outside his window. In the video, we can hear peculiar and eerie clucking noises. Then, something strange happens. We see a mysterious figure descending from the roof of a truck, and the way it comes down is incredibly unsettling and doesn't seem like a normal human movement. It almost looks like this figure is hovering or floating. Frightened by this sight, the homeowner quickly closes the blinds in front of the window. After a few seconds, the homeowner cautiously peeks out again to see if the figure is gone, but to their horror, it's still there, hovering. This was an extremely scary experience for the homeowner, and one can only hope that they are mentally okay after this terrifying encounter. I have a fondness for trail cameras, as they provide us with captivating views of the deep forest from the comfort and safety of our homes. However, sometimes they capture things that weren't meant for our eyes. This video comes from a trail camera set to record at night. The camera is pointed towards the woods, and suddenly we hear someone walking close to the camera. Out of nowhere, a large and hairy figure passes in front of the frame. Well, from what we can gather, it had a very hairy appearance with dense hair covering its body, and it was quite sizable. Some folks who've seen this video believe it might be a Sasquatch, but there's no clear evidence as we only caught a small part of this mysterious creature. This video hails from Washington Mountain, and it presents some intriguing evidence suggesting the existence of the mighty Sasquatch. In the video, we are greeted by a snowy landscape, and in the distance, a substantial, bulky figure is on the move. This figure's posture, while walking, is undoubtedly humanoid, and we can make out its broad legs and hefty arms. It's important to note that this is a mountain peak covered in snow, so the likelihood of this creature being a gorilla or an ape is extremely low. Moreover, there's a forest in the distance, raising the possibility that this creature was heading back into the woods. As for my thoughts on this creature, it's indeed a compelling sighting that aligns with the descriptions of the legendary Sasquatch. We've all heard the saying that the forest breathes, but have you ever heard a forest scream? This video is from Canada, and it presents a view of a forest. The person behind the camera is explaining that they're hearing strange and unsettling screams coming from the forest. Suddenly, we hear a horrifying scream that sounds as though someone is crying out for help from within the forest. This scream is filled with eerie rumbles and intense agony. Some viewers have suggested it might be a mountain lion, but typically, mountain lions are known for their feminine-like screams. In contrast, these screams are characterized by deep rumbling and sound like cries of distress. The question arises, should the person behind the camera investigate and check if someone needs help in there? This video shows two friends hiking in Provo Canyon, which is situated between Mount Timpanogos to the north and Mount Cascade to the south. While they were hiking in the forest, they heard something rustling in the nearby bushes. Curious, they turned the camera toward the bushes and spotted something lurking behind the trees. This figure was standing very still and appeared to be focused on the hikers. Suddenly, it moved, revealing its massive size. Faced with the sheer size of this mysterious creature, the hikers understandably ran for their lives, and the video came to an end. According to the friends, they were convinced that this was a Bigfoot encounter, especially because they had heard about multiple Bigfoot encounters in Provo Canyon before. Watching these types of videos can certainly make one think twice about venturing into the forest. Imagine opening your apartment door and encountering a mountain lion right in front of you. This video is from Flagstaff, and it shows a real-life situation where a mountain lion managed to enter a residential apartment building. The mountain lion got inside through a glass door that was left open. Once inside, it didn't seem eager to leave. Instead, it casually roamed around the hallway, perhaps in search of food. However, when apartment residents came out of their rooms for their usual daily routines, this stealthy lion would hide. There's a part in the video where a lady exits her apartment and goes outside with her dog for a walk. She didn't notice the lion initially, but upon her return, her dog tried to confront the mountain lion. Thankfully, she managed to keep her dog safe and informed others about the situation. It was undoubtedly a frightening encounter, and it's scary to imagine what might have happened to the lady if her dog hadn't been there to protect her. Some people hold the belief that the spirits of the deceased may still exist in the world and sometimes even interact with us, the living. In this video recorded in a cemetery, we witness a person paying their respects at a gravesite. However, something unusual occurs as we can also see a figure leaning over the mourner, as if trying to offer comfort. This spirit appears to take on a humanoid shape, and it has a transparent, ethereal quality. It remains by the side of the grieving individual throughout the entire mourning process. It seems as though this spirit may be related to the person the mourner is grieving for, offering solace and understanding. The presence of such a friendly and comforting spirit is reassuring, as it suggests that spirits may have an understanding of human emotions and a desire to provide support, even in the afterlife. Late-night adventures on desolate forest roads can sometimes lead to strange and creepy encounters. This video originates from India and was recorded from within a jeep traveling along a forest trail at night. In the video, we can see some movement in front of the car, initially resembling an animal, like a dog or a wild boar. However, as the camera zooms in, we discover a truly eerie sight. This unknown creature is carrying the body of another animal. The jeep continues to follow this unknown entity, and we catch a glimpse of its head. Its head has a different color from its body, and it appears to be a strange hybrid with a horse-like head and a pig-like body. Encounters with such mysterious and unfamiliar creatures are indeed unsettling, leaving us with questions and a sense of wonder. It's a reminder that there's still so much we don't know about the world's diverse and strange wildlife. This video takes us to the Australian Colatrus Forest, where two wildlife enthusiasts wearing GoPros set out on an adventure and had an incredibly unsettling encounter. In the GoPro footage, we find ourselves surrounded by dense woods, and then a tall figure emerges and walks through the woods right in front of the camera. This figure can be seen walking through the woods, and the person behind the camera quickly notices and goes to inform their friend that they've spotted what they believe is a Bigfoot. It certainly resembled a Bigfoot, being remarkably tall and covered in thick black fur. While some viewers might argue that it could be a gorilla or an ape, the sheer size of this creature is quite massive. What's surprising is how calmly the person reacts after spotting the Bigfoot. They casually tell their friend about the encounter, as if they had just spotted a bear or some other wildlife. Encounters between hikers and the possibility of spotting Bigfoot are always in the realm of possibility, especially when hikers venture into remote or less traveled trails and paths. This particular video comes from a hiker exploring the depths of the Cleveland National Forest. In the video, we can see a figure in the woods, moving among the trees in the distance. This figure strongly resembles a Bigfoot, mainly due to its towering height, human-like walking posture, and a coat of black fur. The dense trees partially obscure our view of this Bigfoot-like creature. It's quite intriguing to witness this Bigfoot just casually strolling through the forest. Many such Bigfoot sightings suggest that these mysterious beings often wander aimlessly through the wilderness. In this video, we're presented with a view of the sky, and within it, an unusual black smoke ring mysteriously appears. What's puzzling is that this ring seems to be there without any apparent source, leaving us to wonder where it originated from. It's worth noting that similar black smoke rings have been observed in different parts of the world, and many people tend to associate them with paranormal phenomena. However, a more logical explanation could be that these black rings may result from the use of fireworks. Such vortices are typically created when there's a burst through a circular structure, like a factory smokestack or even a makeshift container, like a rubbish bin. Despite these potential explanations, there's no clear-cut evidence as to what exactly is forming these rings and what they truly represent. They remain a fascinating and enigmatic mystery that continues to capture our curiosity. We all recognize lions as fearsome and formidable creatures, but have you ever imagined them indulging in a little thievery? This video takes us to the Masai Mara, where wildlife photographer Rachel Chapman Wild positioned her camera to capture footage of a group of lions. In the video, a curious lion approaches the camera and, inquisitively, decides to investigate it by grabbing it with its mouth. After a brief inspection involving mouth and tongue, the lion gently sets the camera back down. Then, a lion cub enters the scene, seizes the camera in its mouth, and embarks on a playful run. In the background, you can hear other lions roaring, seemingly joining in on the fun. Eventually, the lion cub finds a serene spot, places the camera down, and settles in for a nap right beside it. This heartwarming footage offers a glimpse of the playful side of these majestic animals. Hopefully, no lions or humans were harmed in the process of reclaiming the camera. The animal kingdom is incredibly captivating, with countless intriguing sights and sounds to discover. In this video captured by a trail camera, we're treated to a fascinating wildlife encounter. The footage features a fully grown buck with impressive antlers in hot pursuit of a doe. During the breeding season, any doe that's ready for mating becomes the center of attention for bucks, who tirelessly chase them. Bucks have a tendency to corral these does into more open areas where they can keep a watchful eye on them and protect them from other less dominant bucks. This period makes the does more visible than at any other time of the year. As we watch this pursuit unfold, we can also hear the doe making a distinct whining sound. A vocalization that likely communicates her feelings during this chase. Witnessing the adorable cubs of animals is truly heartwarming, and their cuteness knows no bounds. In this video, part of a research project in Algonquin Park, Canada, we are treated to the sight of a 5-week-old bear cub, calling out for her mother. The little one was under the care of the research team, who were on a mission to locate the bear mama. What's truly amazing is how these researchers treated the bear cub with all the tenderness one would give to a human baby. They even provided the cub with their own body heat, ensuring her comfort. After a thorough search, they successfully located the bear mama's den and joyfully reunited her with her missing cub. The heartwarming growls of happiness from the mama bear as she embraces her cub are a testament to the strong bond between mother and baby in the animal kingdom. This video takes us to Ireland, where a child managed to capture footage of a mysterious glowing orb in the sky. As we watch the video, we can see what initially appears to be a star-like object in the sky, but then something extraordinary happens. This orb starts moving, and it does so at an incredibly fast pace. The child behind the camera believes it's a UFO, and their conclusion might be spot on. The reason for this suspicion lies in the orb's rapid and erratic movement. It hovers high above the clouds and, in the blink of an eye, vanishes from sight, only to reappear moments later. What's more, the orb exhibits strange behaviors, such as fluctuations in its brightness. Stars and satellites don't typically behave this way, ruling out these possibilities. So when all other explanations have been ruled out, it leaves us with one intriguing possibility. The child may very well have witnessed an unidentified flying object, making this sighting all the more mysterious and captivating. This video, shared on the Big EF subreddit, purports to be genuine footage of the legendary Bigfoot. In this video, the scene is set against a distant mountain backdrop, where a sizable black figure can be seen in motion. The scale of this creature is substantial, even from a considerable distance. Notably, it's sprinting downhill with remarkable agility and doesn't appear to struggle at all. What adds to the unease is the suspicion that this creature has spotted the person recording the video, as it now seems to be rushing towards them. As for its appearance, it aligns with the classic Bigfoot description, with a massive, black, and thick fur covering its body. The uploader also makes the eerie claim that this Bigfoot continued to stalk them, even when they had put miles between them. If I were in the camera person's shoes, the mere sight of this imposing Bigfoot charging toward me would have likely sent me running in the opposite direction as fast as I could. This video features a group of friends embarking on a forest adventure. While on the trail, one of them noticed something dark moving ahead of them in the woods. He quickly urged others to grab his camera and start recording this mysterious figure. Initially, they thought it might be a black bear. However, one of the friends had reservations about it being a bear, as this creature's legs had an unusual appearance. Confusion ensued among them, as they weren't entirely certain whether they were observing a bear or something entirely different. Even when they meticulously examined the footage by slowing it down and zooming in, this dark-furred creature's shape seemed rather peculiar and didn't resemble that of a bear. For more captivating content like this, click here. Thank you for tuning in.